Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight. I am forever grateful and honored to be the 2020 Children's Tumor Foundation's National Ambassador. My family, thank you. My family and I have been working with CTF and advocating for the NF cause for almost 15 years, since I was just 8 years old. I have been honored to participate in several NF forums, symposiums, NF walks, and I recently had the privilege of sharing my story as a patient representative with the FDA on 2 separate occasions. Inspiring others and being a spokesperson for this cause has always been a passion for me and has played an important role in my life. Tonight, I would like to share with you a little story about my NF journey and my ongoing battle with neurofibromatosis type 1. I was diagnosed at only 2 months of age. I have a plexiform neurofibroma, which encompasses my entire left side with the exception of my left leg. Because of NF, I live with renal artery stenosis, bone disfigurements, and hypertension. I also have learning disabilities and suffer from chronic pain and fatigue. As a result, I have made over 1,000 trips to medical facilities for testings and treatments. I've endured more than 10 surgeries at Boston Children's Hospital. When I was just 7 years old, I went through an 18-hour spinal fusion, which impacted my muscles and my nerves so severely that I had to learn how to walk again. Additionally, I had a wrist stabilization, 3 tumor debulking surgeries to my left arm, 2 more spinal fusions, and 3 malignant peripheral nerve sheath tumor resections, or MPNST for short. I was also involved in 1 clinical trial for NF. It was promising and shrinking some of my tumors, but my kidneys began to fail because my blood pressure got too high. I could not continue the trial. My first malignant peripheral nerve sheath tumor was when I was a freshman in high school, and the cancer came back 2 more times. When I woke up from surgery following the last resection, it was hard to breathe. I could not talk. I felt like I had swallowed knives. When the doctor told me one of my vocal cords was paralyzed, I wouldn't talk, eat normal, or sing again. My heart sank. I felt like I was drowning. With NF taking front stage, singing was the only real normalcy in my life, and because of the paralysis, I wasn't able to do the one thing I loved. And I could not live with that. I wasn't going to let NF win, and while it took 6 months, I learned how to swallow and talk again. Thank you. Thank you. My vocal cord remains partially paralyzed, but I've started singing again despite the challenge. Most of my high school years were spent in the hospital or at home recovering with a tutor, so I didn't get to experience life as a typical teenager. Despite these setbacks, I enrolled in a university classes, and I worked my tail off and graduated from Boston University, top 10% of my class. Thank you. Thank you. It seems with every accomplishment in my life, there comes a new challenge. During my junior year, I was told I may have a nodule, or I do have a nodule on my thyroid, which needs to be biopsied and tested for cancer. So I'm currently dealing with this. In addition, a few months ago, I felt like my world was crashing again. I was frustrated with the constant pain, ongoing complications with my arm, and I was desperate for relief. I asked my doctors at Boston Children's Hospital if they would amputate. After a lot of consideration with my medical team, we realized that this is not an option because my skin won't heal. Instead, because of the funding from the Children's Tumor Foundation and the help from my doctor, Nicole Ulrich's here, I would like for her to stand up. I am now on a new clinical trial for a form of chemotherapy which has not negatively impacted my kidneys so far. We are already seeing a major difference in my left arm. Clinical studies and ultimately a cure for NF are crucial to making life livable, not only for me, but 2.5 million people worldwide who suffer from complications of NF. NF and events like this are crucial to making this possible. I appreciate your time in being here, your dedication to this cause, and most especially your financial support this evening so that NF patients like me have an option for treatments that will significantly impact the quality of our lives. Having NF has taught me to enjoy the little things in life, to be positive, and to live my life the best that I can. NF doesn't define me. It doesn't define who I am, but it has helped me be the stronger person that I am today. I want to thank my parents, who have always been my backbone and my heroes. To my little brothers, who protect me as if they were my older brothers, I love you all. I am beyond grateful to my wonderful team at Boston Children's Hospital, who have helped me beat the odds and survive not 1, but 3 malignant peripheral nerve sheath tumors. You are more than my doctors and nurses. You are my family. Finally, thank you to the Children's Tumor Foundation. Because of your important work, so many people's lives are impacted, and we are so much closer to finding a cure. There is one more point that I would like to make tonight. In addition to me, 1 in 3,000 babies are born with NF every year. Jerry, Pat, Bara, and Danny, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday, Danny. Are just a few of my friends who fought till the end, but lost their battles way too young. It is because of them that I will fight alongside the Children's Tumor Foundation. As the 2020's National Ambassador, I hope to be an advocate for all people affected by NF. This honor means the world to me, and I cannot express how thankful I am. This is for all of you. Together, we will end NF. Thank you.
Wow.